For those of you that I might not have had the opportunity to meet, my name is Greg Jones. I'm the Director of Fire Services for the town of Amherst in Amherst, Nova Scotia. I'm a chief of a composite fire department that I've had the opportunity to lead for the last 10 plus years. Over the last 2 years, I've had the privilege to be a director at large for the Canadian Association of Fire Chiefs. And I will say, I truly have enjoyed my role, truly proud to be in this position, and I'm grateful for the support of being elected to this position in 2022. Also within Atlantic Canada, I sit on a few different fire service associations. Two in particular is I sit as the president of the Nova Scotia Fire Service Association, and also sit as the first vice president of the Maritime Fire Chiefs Association. Throughout my tenure on the board of directors, I've been engaged in various topics and issues that we are facing as a fire service right across our country. I met with many fire service leaders nationwide on continuously understanding the current challenges we have. And I believe that it's critical that the CFC needs to maintain a strong voice of leadership to address these issues, ensuring the growth and sustainability of the fire service well into the future here in Canada. I've had the opportunity to provide media presence across our country on behalf of the CFC on various national topics and issues. I've also been engaged in meetings at the federal level to ensure that our needs and challenges and issues are being effectively communicated to the Prime Minister, to the federal ministers, and also the federal staff. And I will say I'm particularly proud of the work that has happened with the board the last number of years to ensure that the volunteer firefighter tax credit received the much needed attention that it needed in our country, and also the fact that we did receive an increase. In addition to my duties on the CFC board, I've also been the co-chair of the Leadership Development Committee. I'm a member of the Executive Chief Fire Officer Council, and I'm also a member of the Answer the Call committees. For frontline firefighters and chief officers, whether you're volunteer, paid on call, career fire department, or composite, and regardless of where you live, we all share the same common goal: the ability and a need to provide high quality service to the public, and also planning for a future. I will say my work on the board, I feel it's never going to be done, but I will say there's still much to do. I still want to continue on the work of promoting a need for reinstating a federal stream that's similar to the Joint Emergency Preparedness Program that was taken away a number of years ago. Also investing in programs like Fire Smart and critical infrastructure assessments across our country. Prioritizing on the mental health and the physical health of our firefighters, and ensuring they have the resources that they need to effectively move forward in their service. Promoting culture of inclusivity and diversity right across their fire service, and finding ways to ensure that we have an environment that is sustainable to ensure that firefighters have the proper supports they need. And also enhancing support for our volunteer fire service across our country, and finding ways to retain and attract new volunteer firefighters. These are just a few examples of initiatives that I believe we still need to work on, and initiatives that a lot of work has been done on in the past. But I believe that we need to address these to offset the current challenges we currently have, and to also find ways to move the Canadian Fire Service into the future. Fellow members, with your support, I will have the opportunity to continue my work on the board of directors and continue to work for each and every one of you as a director at large, and contribute to the ongoing development to the fire service in our country. I hope to see some of you in Montreal this year. I know not everybody can make it, but I hope to see as many there as possible. And I will say, at any time, reach out if you have any questions or any concerns you'd like to reach me on. Please send me an email at gjones@amherst.ca. And I would be more than happy to arrange a call so we can discuss it fully. Thank you very much for taking the opportunity to watch my video today. Thank you for providing me the opportunity to put my name forward again for a director at large position. And thank you for what each and every one of you do across this great country as members of the Canadian Fire Service. Thank you.